What's going on, guys? So in front of me is our 23-foot long Texas Pride Gooseneck tilt deck trailer. And this is a hydraulic gravity tilt deck trailer, which means you basically lift the ramp. There's a hydraulic cylinder in there, and as you tilt the ramp over, it's going to slowly come back down. I've made a lot of content on this trailer. We still have it. One of my favorite features about this trailer is the hydraulic front landing gear. The fact that I don't have to crank an arm to raise or lower this under the back of my truck. I simply grab the remote. I can raise it or lower it with the hydraulic pump that's inside of there. This thing is really cool, but I'm going to talk to you about something that is kind of important if you own or operate a business, or you're a residence and you need a trailer and you're trying to figure out if you should go for super high-end versus value. So let's kind of talk about that. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've had this trailer for about 5 years now. Can you believe it's been that long? We introduced it on the channel. I featured it. I was actually out at Texas Pride when we picked this trailer up. And there's a lot of folks, whenever you post any type of content around trailers, that are instantly going to gravitate to saying negative things about whatever trailer you have, unless it's a brand like Diamond C or some other brand. Now, I'm not going to knock the name Diamond C. I think they build absolutely stellar products. Their trailers are absolutely beautiful. Just like every product, though, I've seen a lot of folks that say great things about them, and I've seen a lot of folks that criticize things like weld quality at times or different aspects. And whenever we talk about trailers, you're always going to see a range of quality-related issues. Now, I'm not going to say that those quality-related issues are going to equate to a trailer that's going to fail, but when it comes to welding, when it comes to assembly, things like that, regardless of the brand that you're looking for, unless it's all robotically welded, you are going to see some folks who do a better job than others. Now, I'm talking within the same brand. So whether it's Texas Pride, PJ, Lamar, Diamond C, there are tons of brands that are out there that you can take a look at, and you can look at two models directly beside each other and see quality related differences between the two. The same holds true for any type of trailer, whether it's an RV or whether it's a trailer like this. And there are folks out there who will say, well, why would you pick a Texas Pride over a Diamond C? Now, the reality of that really comes down to your specific requirements. In some cases, somebody might say, I want a Diamond C because for the same size and configuration of trailer, it might weigh a little bit less because of the way that they engineer their I-beam, how they engineer the frame structure. It's not as many pieces that are assembled separately together and then welded to create the main frame. They typically take a beam and they're able to give you this really sleek look where it's one continuous beam that's been bent and shaped into the main beam of the trailer. And there is some value to that for a lot of folks. If you're a transportation company and you're doing this commercially, getting a trailer as lightweight as possible but with the most carrying capability is something that could be really important to you, because it's going to give you the ability to carry a heavier load up to whatever that maximum GCWR that you can tow at without possibly requiring a CDL, a larger truck, or being overweight. And that is a huge perk for a lot of folks. So again, to be able to get a trailer that weighs less so you can pair it to a truck that might also weigh less, so it gives you more carrying capacity in terms of your GCWR, your gross combined weight rating, again, can be very important to folks. So that's one reason why somebody might say, you know what, I'm going to opt for the lightest possible trailer from a manufacturer who builds that, but gives me the same capacity as perhaps a trailer like this. In some cases, and kind of a similar reason, you may want more features. You may want hydraulic front landing gear. You may want toolboxes going up and down the side. In my case, I had a toolbox added right here. You may want things added to your trailer that are going to make the trailer weigh a little bit more, but you still want the carrying capacity that you need to be able to perform the commercial tasks that you're doing. You may have a trailer that's rated to 20,000 pounds, like the trailer in front of you, and the trailer itself might weigh 5,000 pounds, so you need to know that you can carry 15,000 pounds worth of capacity in the form of a skid steer or a mini excavator, or a mini excavator and a bucket, things like that. And you want to be able to get a trailer that meets that criteria, because the tow vehicle perhaps is also going to have some limitations as well. So a lot of reasons why you might opt for one brand over another. But for me personally, the reason why I'm a big fan of Texas Pride, and not just Texas Pride, I like a lot of trailers. I like a lot of trailer manufacturers, but I tend to be a loyal shopper. And if I can find a product from a brand that I have a great relationship with, that has done me right, then I tend to stick with it. That's kind of my way of doing things. You guys have probably seen that in the past. I don't just arbitrarily pick different brands just for the sake of seeing how they perform, because at the end of the day, there are so many brands out there that even if I went and got a PJ, or went and got a Big Tex, or went and got a Lamar, or went and got a Diamond C, there's 100 other brands that people would say are better or I should have reviewed. So again, when it comes to something like this, I kind of stick with brands that I'm familiar with, brands that I've had good success with, and brands that have treated me right. And that is definitely something that I've gotten from Texas Pride. Now, again, whenever I feature something like this, there's always going to be folks that say, you should have gotten this, or I've had nothing but problems with this brand. And I've seen this about every possible brand that's out there. Everybody who posts a video about a product will typically have a lot of folks who support it, but then a lot of folks who don't. Now, when it comes to a brand like Texas Pride, I love the value proposition you get. The fact is that what you're looking at in front of you, as customized as it is, and it's not custom, all of this stuff is stuff that they can do on any build if you simply pay for the extra upgrades. But as cool as this trailer is, comes in at about half the price of some of these other brands that people are always saying you should get. And that's a big deal to me. To be able to say that I got a trailer for half the price that does arguably more, or is customized in a way that I prefer, is a big deal, as long as it performs to the standard that I'm looking for. And this trailer has. This trailer works absolutely great moving the mini excavator around. It does absolutely a fantastic job when I have to move my tractor around. It has performed flawlessly. Shoot, I've moved hay bales on this, I've moved sod, I've moved so much stuff on this trailer, and it has never, ever given me a problem, except the fact that I had to replace the batteries one time because we had a freeze, and the batteries were already getting kind of low, so I've upgraded to a larger solar charger on here, and it's been working flawlessly ever since. But the reality behind owning a trailer, or any tool at all, is that there has to be a value proposition there for you. I love Milwaukee tools now. I was a DeWalt fan in the past, but now I'm a Milwaukee fan. But there are so many other tools out there that can get the job done at a lower price that will probably work for what most people are looking for. I don't need the Milwaukee of trailers, right? The Milwaukee of trailers means I'm paying for the most expensive trailer out there, even though for me there's no applicable reason to do that. If I spend that extra money, I'm not going to get extra utility out of it. I'm not going to get a trailer that's going to last longer or perform better or give me any extra functionality. I'm going to get a trailer that's probably lighter weight. I'm going to get a trailer that probably looks really cool, but I really like the way this trailer looks anyways. But the whole point of this is, the reason why I picked Texas Pride is because it provides me everything I'm looking for at an unbelievable value. And that's what it comes down to. I want a trailer that accomplishes the tasks that I need it to accomplish at a price point that I can afford, and a price point that I don't feel as if I overpaid for something that I really didn't need. I didn't overpay just to get something that looks fancier. And that's kind of the reason I stick with Texas Pride. Oh yeah, one other thing, the pump inside of there did seize up on me, the pump that came with it. I called them up, they sent me a new pump. They really, really go out of their way to take care of their customers, and that also means a lot for me. Everything you own, whether it's an RV, whether it's tools, sometimes trailers, can break. They're built by hands, they're built by people. It's how they take care of you when it does break that matters. And the folks at Texas Pride have done a fantastic job taking care of me. Not a sponsored video, but I was out here talking about some of my other stuff, and I figured, you know what, let me talk about the reason why I have Texas Pride trailers. Anyways, guys, sure hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again real soon.